Students, we are given this question. We are expected to find the volume of the solid formed by revolving the region bounded by the ellipse. Now, if you were to draw the ellipse would be something of this shape with the axis, x-axis and y-axis having coordinates as negative a comma 0 and positive a comma 0. And of course, the b-axis, or I would say the y-axis, would be 0 comma negative b and 0 comma positive b. So that will be the extreme points. Okay, so now you are expected to find the volume. So required volume V is going to be pi times, I'm going to take it along the x-axis. So x is equal to a to b, and it's going to be y squared times dx. So this is going to be my formula. Now the limits, I would be revolving the region about the x-axis. So that would mean from negative a to positive a, pi should be there, y squared. Now you got x squared divided by a squared, positive y squared divided by b squared is equal to 1. So move this to the right side. That would give us y squared divided by b squared is equal to 1 negative x squared divided by a squared. It can be rewritten as a squared negative x squared divided by a squared. On the left you got y squared divided by b squared. Moving the b squared to the right, we would get y squared is equal to b squared over a squared times a squared negative x squared. Now we would be substituting this in the formula. So that would give us b squared divided by a squared times a squared negative x squared times dx. Now this is going to be pi times b squared times, of course in the denominator we got a squared, limits are, now you have to see that we got negative a to a, and this is actually an even function. So I can place 2 there and rewrite this as 0 to a of a squared negative x squared times dx. Now this can be again rewritten as 2 pi times b squared divided by a squared. If you were to integrate this, you would get a squared times x negative x to the power 3 divided by 3, limits are 0 to a. Now this is going to be rewritten as, I need to substitute the limits, right? So let me do that. I substitute the upper limit, I would get a there followed by a cube divided by 3. The lower limit is going to be 0, so there is no use of substituting the value 0 there. So we have got 2 pi times b squared divided by a squared of a power 3 negative a cube divided by 3. Now this can be rewritten as 2 pi b squared divided by a squared. I'm taking the LCM, so it's going to be 3 there. So 3 times a cubed negative a cubed. This can be rewritten as 2 pi b squared divided by a squared. 3a cubed negative a cubed will give me 2a cubed divided by 3. Now the 2's can be multiplied, giving me 4 pi a cubed b squared divided by 3 times a squared. Now clearly I can cancel this a squared with the a squared in the numerator, therefore giving me 4 over 3 times pi a b squared. So this is the required volume. So you can rewrite the answer. So therefore required volume is equal to 4 over 3 pi a b squared cubic units. Okay, that's critical. You need to write that units there, and you can block the result.